Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Here we are midweek, Yom Revi'i. Please continue davening for Chalei Tzvagam Yisrael, for Shalom L'chol Petzuei Yisrael, a safe return of our hostages. We dedicate our learning to Nishmat, Seren Daniel Shem Ben Rav Doron Vasheli Hashem Yakum Damo. We are actually going to conclude our study of the laws of Kriyas Torah. Again, these halachas are by no means exhaustive, but we want to give people sort of the Rashi Prakim and the important notes to take account of during these pivotal times of davening. So the next and the last is Din Yachav V'Tzibur Shel Kar B'Torah. Takanas HaKriya B'Torah Niskana L'Tzibur. Aval Eina Chala Kol Yachav V'Yachid. The institution of Torah reading is a communal institution, and it doesn't fall necessarily on every single individual. What does that mean? As we discussed yesterday about not leaving during the Kriyas HaTorah, but let's say someone is forced to leave in the middle of laning and you miss part of it. We don't require him to find another minyan so that he can make up the aliyahs that he didn't hear. Let's say someone has two possibilities in front of him. Option A is to daven with a minyan, but you have to leave before laning. Or he could hear Kriyas Torah, but he's not going to make a minyan. He can only hear the Kriyas Torah part, and he's going to daven bichidus alone. So what's the choice he should make? It's better that he should daven with a minyan. The individual has an obligation to daven with a minyan. However, Torah reading is a communal obligation and not specifically an individual one. And certainly one who has to daven alone, even though if he knows that, oh, look, there's a minyan nearby and they have not yet reached laning, if he already davened and he completed davening, and even though there is a minyan nearby that is laning and they haven't laned yet, he's not required to go there and listen to the laning. Misha icher letfila, if someone is late to davening, and while he's saying Psuki de Zimro or Kriyashma or something like that, the congregation already starts laning. If he'll be able to hear laning at a different point later on, then he should continue davening. But if this is the only laning he could possibly hear, then he should stop where he is, quietly, listen quietly, and hear the laning. Let's say you have 6 people who davened bichidus, and they have not yet lain. This could happen, let's say you're waiting for a minyan or something like that, but if 4 people already finished davening, if 6 people already finished davening, and 4 more come, you can add them so they can at least lane. And if, let's say, they only gathered the minyan after people daven individually, and it's only in the afternoon, some say they could lane even at mincha. Others argue, and they hold, that we don't lane in the afternoon. Practically speaking, that those who want to make up the Torah reading that was missed can do so in the afternoon. And many were accustomed to do so. So let's say you're traveling, or in Israel they give the example of soldiers, let's say, who were on maneuvers or on duty, and they didn't have a Torah at the time when they davened Shachris. And only in the afternoon did they reach a place where they have access to a Torah. Then they could make up what they were not able to do so during Shachris. In other words, even if they had a minyan at Shachris, they just didn't have a Sefer Torah available. If one becomes available later on, they are allowed to use it and to do so. So this brings us to the conclusion of the 22nd chapter of Peninei Halacha in the section of Tefillah. Next, we'll look at the rest of davening, which is called Siyum Shachris V'Dinei Kaddish. But in any event, we thank you for listening. Please continue davening for Chalei Tzvagan Yisrael, for Shlom L'chol Petzua Yisrael, safe return of our hostages, learning dedicated Ili Nishmat, Saren Daniel Shuman, Ben Harav Daron Vasheli, Hashem Yikum Damo. So appreciate your listening. Everybody should have a wonderful day.